Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is a very exciting time for OKLO stock because we have finally entered the price range of $40 to $50 where this stock, in my opinion, is finally at overvalued price range. Now, I say that sarcastically because anything above $50, $60 was absolutely insanity for this stock. I never understood why we are pushing highs into the hundreds, but let me take a step back. I do understand that. I understand that the narrative that was sold to everybody out there, to the retail investors, that this is a long-term nuclear play. It makes sense to me that we topped off on euphoria. People who were the smart money made their exits and retail got caught in the middle of it. And now, most likely, if you bought it in the last year or two, you are a long-term investor stuck in a stock that has no revenue. And today I'm going to make a video about the technical side first, and let's talk a little bit about the fundamentals. And I'm going to compare this chart to HIM's and hers chart, which I predicted before the bust a few months earlier than we started to go downwards. And I'll show you that as well. So let's jump onto the technical side of OKLO. First things first, you know, if you follow my channel, I am a big contrarian trader who does not believe on the regular teachings of trading that's out there. And one of those teachings is about double bottoms. Everybody teaches you that the double bottoms will bounce off and then will continue higher. And in most case scenarios, they do very well if you can put a stop loss right below it. And in this case scenario, OKLO has done that. But I am a big believer that later down the road, sometimes after maybe 6 months to a year or even 2 years, the price comes back and revisits that area and we sweep under it. And in this case scenario, I believe that OKLO chart will eventually, if not today, maybe in a few months, come down under $17 and will sweep this level. If this company survives, this is the best case scenario in my opinion for the stock. Even though if we go up here again towards $80, $90, then come back down, chop a little bit, and then come down below $17. Either way, whatever direction this chart decides to take, this is not a solid trade in my opinion unless we sweep that $17 area. And I wanted to compare this to the HIMS chart because I think I was the only one that I saw on the internet that was calling that HIMS chart will pull under $24. And here's the evidence of it. We were literally hovering around $60, $70 when I said that market does not usually forgive equal lows, which is double bottoms. And that was created on the HIMS chart around $24. And I said what I'm telling you about OKLO today. Maybe not today, but someday you can possibly get this stock under $24. And guess what happened? We were around here when I posted this, and then we pulled all the way down under 24. It was way more violent than I could have predicted. We went way below the sweep level that I thought we will catch, and then we finally reversed. The point of me calling this double bottom wasn't that, oh, we're gonna get under it and then reverse right back to all-time highs. The point was to predict the next leg up or down, and we did that very successfully. And I'm not interested in this stock overall. I just posted this to help out the community. But if we go back to OKLO, I predict that we'll do something very similar on this chart. We will sweep the $17 level, and we have a lot of time. And I say that because OKLO is an AI play. It's just a hyped up AI play which made some people a lot of money and is going to cost some people a lot as well. But till 2027 or 2028, I think there is nothing concrete for this stock. They are not making any money right now. They're burning a lot of cash. So in that case scenario, this might not be the best trade to hold on to for next 2 to 3 years, depending on the size of your position. If you want to take a gamble trade on long-term nuclear, I totally get it. Everybody wants to invest in Amazon and Nvidia when they were like $2 or $5 and hold it for another 10 years. So if that is something you're trying to do with OKLO, I totally get it. But let's talk about the fundamentals for a second. I created this with the help of Claude, so if you want to pause the video and read the left side, the sentiment side through, please do. But I want to focus a little bit on the structural side. And as I mentioned, the timeline and the execution is one of the biggest problems for the stock. There's no meaningful power until 2028. As I mentioned before, every year of delay compounds against you via the discount rate and more dilution. That is a very important factor for you to remember. Contract slippage is another one. If customers delay or cancel power agreements, that's real damage because that is a very big possibility. What if we are in the AI bubble right now? What if it pops in the next year or two? what will happen to a stock that has no money, no revenue, and whatnot, and they're burning cash on top of it? Cost overruns is the next one. Nuclear is notorious for blown budgets and slipped schedules. Now, they can always raise money, but let's see where that goes, right? Licensing is another one. Any snag in approval stalls the entire deployment schedule. I don't know if any of you are a small business owner. You know how much time it takes for licensing and auditing to go through, and imagine that on a larger scale for something this serious. The next thing is competition, which is, in my opinion, not too serious. Competition is out there for every company. And lastly, the most important one for me is pre-revenue, no earnings floor. There's no profit or multiples to anchor the price. You are better off buying Bitcoin in a bear market rather than buying OKLO for the next 3-4 years. And I don't know how much faith you have in humanity, on CEOs, on board directors, because I don't. I know most of them are just there to fill their own pockets, and businesses is just a goose that lays golden eggs for them. As long as they're collecting the golden eggs, they don't care what happened to the goose. Even if it dies over time, it's perfectly fine for them. So I know the way I invest is that I want to be invested in a company for the shortest amount of time for the maximum output possible. And OKLO is just not for me in that case scenario. So I hope this video was helpful for you. But here's the thing. I might not understand this stock. I would really love for you to leave a comment, explain me if I am too bearish on the stock. I want to understand the bullish side of it, because here's how I'm seeing this market. I'm expecting we get a midterm correction. Then I'm expecting we hit all-time highs on the indices one more time. And then I think in 6 to 12 months, chickens are coming home to roost. AI bubble will pop by 2027, and this is just a theory for now. We will see how the charts develop, how the macro develops in the first quarter of 2027. But for now, I think my channel will most likely keep getting more and more bearish, because I do want to prepare everybody for a possible major correction for 2027. I think the AI bubble will pop, and I might not get too many views for that, and I am perfectly fine. For whoever follows me, I would like you to be prepared. I would like you to have cash ready, because that is all that matters. And in between that, I'm pretty sure we can find 2 to 3 more pockets of opportunities where we can find a trade that can possibly give us 50 to 100% winners before the whole thing comes down. So I just want to have everyone prepared. I want to be prepared myself, because imagine if you had all the cash ready in the world before the COVID drop. Now, timing things is hard, but that is what my channel is all about. So we're going to go through that. We're going to figure this out. And with that being said, I hope you found value in this content. Please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you on the next one.